All week, the streets of Chicago have been filled with these sights and sounds. Protesters in the Windy City marching against the NATO summit, which is set to begin this weekend. Mostly peaceful and sometimes strange.
We were setting up a living room in front of Citibank.
Yet, these images are child's play in comparison to 1968. You see, the Democratic National Convention was in town, and the Chicago police clashed violently with protesters. Today, it's different. A more strategic and technical time for police. For the FBI, this international event is high stakes.
This is probably the largest event that we've been involved in. There have been no credible threats that we've developed regarding the NATO summit or the city of Chicago this weekend.
And in this undisclosed location outside of Chicago is the Multi-Communications Center. We can't really call it a war room, but what we can tell you is that a multitude of agencies will be here monitoring activities in and around Chicago and then relaying any developments to those folks that are in the field. Like the 3,100 Chicago police officers guarding the downtown streets, protecting citizens, delegations in the thousands, and heads of state. Inside this very wired and secret location, officials from more than 40 separate agencies, like the Secret Service and FBI, will be monitoring everything.
We have real-time feeds coming in from cameras in various locations from the agencies here in Chicago. We are going to be operational 24 hours starting on Friday until the summit is over.
And that is Monday. In the meantime, preparations for hosting NATO, a 28-country military alliance summit, is no small order. Street barricades are being erected, public transportation slowed or even canceled, a large no-fly zone above the city, and in general, a hope for peace, a point that the police are efforting.
Our ultimate goal is that it'll be a non-event, it'll be a boring event, that there won't be anything happening. That means everything's going smoothly.
Hosting the NATO summit is risky business. If protesters get ugly, they become the story, and the city may take another black eye like in 1968. But if all goes well, then President Barack Obama's home city will come out looking like a picture postcard for large-scale international events. At this point, only time will decide. Robert Ray, Associated Press, Chicago.